Hey team! So it is Tuesday night, and I just finished the live call with Alicia. I know our lives are super busy, and a lot of you have things going on, so you couldn't jump on live, and we missed you, of course. But Alicia and I, sat and chatted, and so now I am recording my presentation for you, and I'm going to post it in our team page because I really want to share with you what I have prepared. So tonight it's going to be fairly short. I just want to talk to you about building your business through social media and the best way to post, especially on Facebook. I'll talk a little bit about Instagram, but what you should be posting to gain a following and to have people trust you more. So I'm going to share my screen. So give me just a second here. I want to share this. And so let me get to our slides. Okay. So this is what I want to talk to you about tonight is posting on social media and using social media to build your business. When I first started coaching, I had maybe 400 friends, and I was living in somewhat of a small little bubble, and I have pretty much grown this business online, and I've met most of you online, which is exciting. And so I just want to share with you some of the tips, the best tips that I have experienced with social media and building my business and really trying to connect with people by sharing myself. And so I'm going to get into that right now. Okay, so first of all, you should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. And the reason it's important to post often is because you will get lost in the shuffle. Most of these social media platforms are time sensitive, which means you're going to put your post out there, and then as other people post, you get pushed down the news feed. And if your followers are not on at that time, most likely they're not going to see it. So the more you post, the better chance that you're going to build engagement and your followers or your friends are going to see your posts. So a goal would be 3 to 5 times a day. Now, I know for some of you, this whole social media thing, Facebook, Instagram, all of it is brand new. You weren't really participating in social media before, so it's a little overwhelming. And I totally understand that. And some of you have been on social media, but maybe you haven't been posting. You've been someone who maybe comments on other people's posts, or you're liking other people's things, or you're just doing it for fun, social. And posting 3 to 5 times feels scary. And let me tell you something real quick. That was me. When I first started Beachbody, I was not using social media to share my life and post things. Actually, I was pretty private. And I liked to see what everybody else was doing. I was one of those nosy Nellies and wanted to see what everybody else was posting, but very rarely posted myself. And Beachbody has changed that for me in such a good way. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. So 3 to 5 times a day. If you're feeling like that is overwhelming, like let's say right now you just don't post and you're like, hey, Leandra, like really, like my friends are going to think something weird is going on if I post 3 to 5 times. So let's start slow and let's post every day, 1 time. Okay, don't worry about the 3 to 5. And then do that for a week or a week and a half, and then post 2 times and build it up. But as you build it slowly, then it will just become the norm. Okay, and so also You want to post at peak times. So I like to post around 7:30ish in the morning if I get to it before people go to work. And then I like to post around the noon hour when people are at lunch and they're more likely just scrolling their newsfeed. And then sometimes I get a post in, around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I like to do a post like 8 or later, 8 p.m. or later. Okay, cool. Please, please, please do not just post about Beachbody. Okay. I know that we all love Beachbody, right? So we see all of these graphics here, 21 Day Fix, Shakeology, Turbo Fire. We love the products. We're sold on them. When we see those logos, there's an emotional reaction to it. So we automatically assume that if we post this, someone will be interested in it. That's not the case. Okay. Our friends who are not into Beachbody are not interested in that. And in fact, if they see generic Beachbody logos, more than likely they're going to just keep scrolling, or eventually you're going to annoy them and they're going to block you. So do not post generic Beachbody logos. You always want to attach it to something personal. I mean, let me tell you, if people are going to join you and join your group, they're not joining because you're a Beachbody coach necessarily. They're joining and following you because they're interested in you. They look up to you and they want to know what's going on in your life. So the way you want to do this is you want to break down and find 3 to 5 things that you love, that you know about, and you want to create your posts around those things. Now, I kind of go the 80-20 rule. So sometimes I do post specifically about Beachbody, but I very rarely post, like a Shakeology logo or, Autumn Calabrese with her shake, because people don't care about her. They want to know about me and about my life. So I just put an example here of what some of the things that I post about, which is my family, autism, because I have a child with autism, my faith, my fitness journey, and my personal development journey. Those are like the 5 main things that I like to post about. So I want you to really think for yourself, what 5 things do you know about, do you love, have you gone through, that you learn about, that you can share with people. Okay, because we don't want it to just be about Beachbody, because that's going to get really annoying. People want to know about you. And the more that you can share about you, the more people are going to trust you and are going to want to follow you. Okay, so think about that after you watch this. Write down 5 things that you can post about. Okay, engagement posts. So let me just tell you something real quick. I learned that Facebook has some kind of formula that if you have more engagement on your profile, that you will be seen in more news feeds. Now, I was really, really surprised to hear this. Because I just automatically thought you post something and it goes in all your friends' news feeds, but that's not the case. They pick and choose who gets to see your stuff. So it's really important to post something that is going to get a lot of likes and comments. And before I forget, I just want to mention too that if someone comments on your post or likes it more, if someone comments on your post, you want to respond to that. And I usually try to tag that person back, because that shows another, engagement. That's going to boost your posts into people's news feeds. So this can be fairly easy. You want to build engagement with them so your posts get seen in more news feeds. You can ask a question. You can, get some help to choose between two items. Like what I have here is an example. I was shopping for workout pants. And so I just screenshotted the ones that I was looking at and I was like, hey, help me choose. And everybody, everybody wants to tell me what they think. People really want to give their opinion. It's crazy. So get some advice between two items, advice on something that you are deciding. Ask people what their favorite things are. I think I asked before, what's your favorite drink at Starbucks? And I got so many comments on that. Ideas for something, like if you're a stay-at-home mom and it's raining, you could ask, what are some ideas that I could do with my kids so they don't get bored? People want to give their ideas all the time. So always be thinking about an engagement post, something that's going to ask for an opinion or ask for advice or choose, give them a multiple choice item between two things. And that's going to build your engagement. So the next time you post, more people are going to see it. And that's the goal. Cool. Share your transformation story. And I know that this is scary. I've been doing this for 2 years and it still scares me. But I have to say that it builds trust. It builds a following. People want to follow you when you're vulnerable and you share your heart. You want to share things that will allow people to connect with you. You want to share victories, things that you've overcome. You want to share struggles, things that are tough. And you want to share your physical and inner transformation. So I put here just an example of one of mine that I put on about why I'm a Beachbody coach, and a picture of my husband and my daughter and how Beachbody financially has helped me pay medical bills, or, help at least with the medical bills. And this got a lot of reaction, and it's hard to put out there, but people want to see it and they connect to it. And so you want to really think about the inner transformation that's going on, and you want to share it. Okay. Also, this is something that has really helped me, creating a posting formula. So what does that mean? Well, basically, I have created a system for myself, or a formula that I stick to, and it helps me with my ideas and it helps me add value. We always want to be adding value. So for example, I do a Monday motivation post, a Tasty Tuesday post, a Workout Wednesday post, Thirsty Thursday, Fun Fact Friday, and Saturday and Sunday I share family life or transformation stories. So I put an example here of adding value. This was something I found on Pinterest when I searched the benefits of water, or something about Thirsty Thursday. And it gave ideas of freezing fruit in ice. And I'm like, that's a cool idea. So I just screenshot it and posted it. So it was adding value, and it was within the formula of what I was looking to do. And if you pick something each day that you're going to be focusing on, an idea, it kind of helps guide you into the right direction. So you can use my posting formula, or, create one of your own and try to stick to it. It makes it a lot easier. Okay. Share your Beachbody journey. So think of your personal timeline as a sneak peek to what Beachbody is doing for you. We offer these sneak peek groups once a month, which is fantastic and great. But if you think of your timeline just as an ongoing sneak peek, and you share something every day about what Beachbody is doing for you physically or financially or emotionally, that is going to really start attracting people, and they're going to start to notice. So share what Beachbody has done for you physically and emotionally. Some ideas, share what you're learning from personal development. You should be doing personal development every single day. And there is so much that you can learn by doing personal development. You can share a quote, you can share an idea, you can share what book you're reading, share what you learned that day in your personal development. Share what you are doing with the pay that you get with your check. I posted that I help with some of the medical bills or that I'm paying my car payment. So post about that. Share what Shakeology is doing for you. How you're feeling on it, where you were before your Beachbody journey, before you were drinking Shakeology, and why you're drinking it now and how it's helped you. Make it personal. That's what people want. Okay, share what the fitness programs are doing for you, which can be physical before and afters or emotional before and afters. Like for me, I've completely become a morning person. I was never a morning person before. I never got up. In fact, I hit snooze like 5 times. And so now I get up early and I get my workout done first thing. I mean, that's a huge transformation. That's made my life better. So I share about that. Okay, so make sure that you're sharing your Beachbody journey and make it personal. Cool. Okay, what have you overcome in your life? Think about your struggles that you've gone through in the past, that you're going through now, currently, or that you have overcome or are still going through. So think about what struggles you have gone through in your life. What were you dealing with before Beachbody? Where are you now with those struggles, and how has Beachbody helped you overcome those? So just for an example, I've always been an emotional eater. Shakeology and all the nutrients in it have helped curb my cravings. So I don't have that same struggle anymore. I've shared a lot about that. Becoming a morning person and doing my workout. Being a perfectionist and learning in personal development that things don't have to be perfect. And honestly, the less perfect I look, the more engagement and the more support and the more likes and comments I get on my pictures. And it's hard. I grew up, programmed to, maybe you're hurting at home, but when you go out in public, you don't show it. Everything's fine all the time. I was programmed really hard that way. My parents did that, my grandparents. And so when Beachbody came in my life and they encouraged me to share struggles, like it was a hard thing for me. And I talk about it still. I talk about my perfectionism, how I want to look perfect all the time, and how I'm going to counseling for that. And now I'm learning that I don't have to be perfect, and it's freeing. And I post about it because that is something I am overcoming. You really want to be careful when you share your struggles that you don't become negative. Okay, so you want to share where you were at in that struggle before, and you always want to put a positive spin on it. How is it helping you now? How are you overcoming it? How is it making you a better person? You don't want to be just kind of stuck in that negative place of your struggle. Always put a positive spin on it, because that is what's inspiring. That is what people want to know. Because when you can share a struggle, people will relate to you. And if you are overcoming it and you can share how you're overcoming it, that is adding value to people. It's really helpful. So I always think of turn trials into triumphs. Speaks for itself, right? Okay, cool. So do personal development. The only way that you are going to be able to step out of your comfort zone, share about your life, share about your transformation is if you are doing personal development. It is so vital. It is so important. Be reading or listening to a book to better yourself every single day. I'm telling you, once this business gets scary or you have to step out of your comfort zone, you're going to be so tempted to quit when it gets scary. And if you are not bettering yourself, building your confidence, learning how to be more confident in everything that you're doing and set goals and dream big, it's going to be really hard to stick to it. So be doing personal development. Share quotes with people, share what you're learning, and add value. So whatever you're learning, you want to share it. And it can be just like one tip a day. It could be a recipe. Whatever it is that you're learning, share it. Share it, share it, share it. This is all about sharing and building relationships. And how do we build relationships? Through being real, right? Cool. So I just wanted to give you this idea. If you're looking for a personal development book, this book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, How to Tell Your Story in a Noisy Social World by Gary Vaynerchuk. It's a really great book. So if you are wanting to step up your social media and you want to start sharing your story, you can buy this book. I don't know if it's on audible.com, but that's another thing I was going to say. If you don't like reading or you don't have time to sit down and read, listening to audio in your car is perfect. I do that. I downloaded audible.com, the Audible app on my phone, and I have my books in there, and it's great to listen to. So that's what I have for you guys. Let me unshare my screen. Oh, no, I do have more. Okay, so real quick, some ideas for types of posts. Okay, you can post ideas for when you, these are post ideas for when you feel stuck. Okay, you can post a resource or a tool, which would be an article, a book, or a favorite thing. You could post something entertaining, like share a funny video. You can put someone on a pedestal, like a shout out to someone that means a lot to you. Everyone loves to be shout out. So give a shout out to someone who's done something special for you or is special to you. You can ask a question or a poll by asking opinions or experiences. You could do, a frequently asked question poll. So what do people ask you all the time? Like I curl my hair with this wand, and every time I do that, people ask me about it. So I try to share, how do I curl my hair? I actually did a video tutorial on it. So what do people ask you? Think about that and then talk about that. What motivates you? Share motivating things that motivate you, and because that's going to motivate someone else, right? And then gratitude. What are you grateful for? And you can also post what you're grateful for and ask them what they're grateful for. And people will want to tell you, I promise. So these are just some ideas of posts when you are feeling stuck and you're like, I got to post my third post today. I'm not sure. So you can go to this list and I'm sure you could come up with something. Okay, so let's see. Is that all I have? I think so. That was all I have. Okay, let me stop my share. Okay, cool. All right, so I hope this helps. Go ahead and comment below with any questions or takeaways that you have from watching this. And I really hope that you guys have fun. It's really fun. It's really fun just sharing your life and interacting with people. So have fun with it. And if you have any questions about it, don't forget you can always text me, private message me, email me. I'm here for you. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.